guys, welcome back to JBBJR14. As I said before a little while ago on my Takeda intake review that I was going to show you the final updates to my car before it's finished. Actually, just to briefly go over what I've so far done, and you'll get shots of everything that I've done throughout the video. But the latest update that I've done with my car is actually the brakes. A lot of people that own Accords or even SIs know that the brakes aren't actually the best. So what I did was, I needed to change the brakes anyway on my car, so I figured I'll just swap everything. And instead of spending a lot of money on a big brake kit, I just decided to change the rotors and the pads. So what I actually went with, and I actually thank Eric from StopTech in California for introducing me to their product. StopTech actually introduced me to a slotted rotor for the 2013 Accord, front and rear. 11.5-inch rotors in the front and 11.1s in the rear. Also matching up with those, I decided to change the pads as well. Didn't decide to go with Honda OEM pads. They are great, but I decided to upgrade a little bit more. So I went with the StopTech carbon ceramic pad to go with the carbon ceramic, slotted rotors. And I have to say, the bite when you actually hit the brakes is a little more responsive than OEM. It's not crazy, so I don't want you to think like, oh my god, I have to change my brakes. I wanted to do it mainly for looks. And while I was underneath the car, I decided to paint the calipers gold to give it a little bit of a touch, and you'll see that as well. Also, my good friend Brian, I decided to show you comparison because it still kind of looks like a normal Accord. So I figured I'll bring in a stock Accord to show you exactly what the enhancement changes are. It is a little, the rotor's a little uneven, so that's why the car's lopsiding a little bit. But it does sit 2.5 inches higher than my car. As you can see, it's a little bit lower. Also, the brakes normally are just a solid disc, and also he left his calipers alone. The only modification done to this car was a cold air engine cold air intake versus my Takeda intake. People argue all the time if it's louder or not. In my opinion, I think the short ram is louder on top end, and I think that the cold air intake is louder on low end. But yeah, and actually I'm going to take you through some of the stuff that I did now. All right. Yeah. So like I said in the introduction, these are actually one of the reviews. One of the modifications that I did. As you can see, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but the rotors are actually slotted now. And then also I decided to use, everyone says use brake caliper paint, but I actually found a cheaper alternative. If you go to any Pet Boys or AutoZone or Advanced Auto Parts, they actually sell engine enamel paint, which is just as good because of the fact of the heat. It can withstand up to 650 degrees. The brand of paint that I use is VHT. And it's actually a gold flake metallic finish. It is a matte finish, but again, since it's gold, it still pops through the wheels while the wheels are spinning, and even while it's standing still, of course. And as the brake job itself, like I said, Honda is really basic with their brake system, so it really only took me about, I would say, an hour and a half, just shy of 2 hours doing it. Like I said, woke up early in the morning on a Saturday, decided to go ahead and knock these brakes out real quick. Yeah, and like I said, it's not a big improvement from stock, but it does help it that much more. It doesn't heat up as much. Another mod that I did was actually, I wanted the car to make it a little bit more aggressive in the rear. Like if you saw the emblem and the bottom splitter is plasticated, while my friend Brian's car has a chrome emblem and a chrome splitter. What I did was I actually bought an HFP, a rear lip for the car, which is HFP, Honda Factory Performance. It was roughly around, I paid around 280 bucks for it. Got it from Honda, and it was simple bolt-in-place system. And like I said, it was 2 bolts and about 10 to 13 clips to put the trunk on. Like that really only took me about 30 minutes to an hour. The only real pain in the butt was really trying to get the old clips off of the old lip. So I have my friend Brian's car to compare. This is how the car comes stock. This is the normal lip that comes on the trunk. As you can see, it's just a little pushed in. It's not that much aggressive. There's no extended piece out. I don't know if you can see it, but see this line right here? This whole piece actually does come off as you take it off. You open the trunk and you pull the clips out from inside of the trunk, and this whole piece just pops right out. And one of the biggest modifications that I did to this car. As you can see, I lowered it. It's D2 Racing coilovers. I bought them from V Raceworks. Wow, great coilovers for the money. When you hit a hard bump, it is firm, but again, you have a 36-way adjustable dampings for the front and the rear. So I had my buddy who works at a shop. I had it on an airlift. I had air tools. So a coilover job, all 4 corners, took me about 2 hours. Now, I don't want you to put that in your head. Usually coilovers on a car, if you're a beginner at it, should take around 4 hours. Should take double the time. But since I had a little help, time was, cut in half, which is great for me. But you know what I want to do right now? I want to take this thing out for a drive. So, you know what? Let's go. Yeah, so with the suspension and everything, it feels, well, I'm driving in a straight line, so I can't say anything right now, but knowing how, pretty much driving my car periodically around New York, around corners, it handles very well around corners. Like if I just decide to take the car and throw it into a corner, and it'll be very responsive. So for instance, if I did something like, and it's very tight, even in the wet. The D2s make it a little hoppy. Whoops. So the D2s make it a little hoppy, but it's fun. You know what? I may be tooting my own horn, but back in like around 2004 to 2006, Acura made a TL Type S, and that consisted of bigger rims, better tires, better suspension, better brakes, more brakes. I think, in my opinion, I built this car to be a Accord V6 Type S, if that makes any sense. Because the suspension is aggressively changed. It's nothing like stock and OEM at all. And nothing like stock, and it handles great. Like I can throw it around corners. Literally, out of all the Accords that I've owned, this has been the most fun. Only, like I said before, my first Accord review video, it's not stick, and that's the only gripe that I have about it. It's like, it's not automatic. It's an automatic, but it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to drive. And yeah. So yeah, not gonna talk about the car too much because most of the features were on the exterior, and like I said, the brakes stop very well. So Stop Tech, thanks a lot. And yeah, so. That is, ooh, I smell the brakes. Again for watching my video on my 2013 Honda Accord Coupe, the updated version with all the modifications done. And I'm going to come out with more videos later on, so don't forget to subscribe to JBBJR14. Share the link with everybody that you can. You know what? I thought it was going to rain, but it ended up to be a nice day anyway. I think I'm going to take this out and enjoy the evening with it. Happy Labor Day to everybody. Take care.
down.